Hello my student, this is Abdelkader Ouda. In this video I will talk about variables and data types. I mentioned in other video that programs work with data, and in order for a program to work with a piece of data, it has to store it somewhere in the computer memory. We do so by declaring variables. We declare a variable by giving it a name to refer to a location in the computer memory, the location where we store data. Typically, we used to say we store data in a variable, which means we store data into a location in the computer memory, referenced by the name of this variable. So let us consider this example. We see in this simple program in line 5, we have variable declaration, int, space, age, semicolon. We defined in this line a variable called age that reference a location in the computer memory that can store values of type integers. Keep in mind that variables must be declared before they are used. We see line 7 contains an assignment statement. The equal sign is an operator that stores the value on its right, in this case 27, into variables named on its left. After this line executes, the age variable will contain the value 27. So in order to assign a name to the variable, we need to follow some rules. So keep in mind that a variable name may only contain letters from A to Z, small a to small z, or any letters from capital A to capital Z, or any combination of them. Any digit from 0 to 9, underscore, or $sign. For example, we use the variable age. So we have here all lowercase letters, and this is a valid variable name. The first character may not be a digit. I cannot start by a digit here. This is invalid variable name. Variables are case sensitive. For example, this variable here, items ordered, and items ordered, the same wording, however, they are not the same in front of the compiler. This is two different variables represent two different locations in the main memory. Why? Because here we use capital O and here we use little o. So keep in mind that any identifier in Java is case sensitive. If we have a variable with multiple words, we cannot use a space between the words. So I cannot add a space here between the S and O. So in order to differentiate between different words, if the variable has multiple words in the name, we use the style, we call it camel case. That says we start by the lower character in the first word, and any other word start by capital letter. So we have here two words, the first word by small I and the second word capital O. This is another example for valid variable name, a value. So we have here one word consists of two parts, and it's very clear because we start the second word by the letter or capital V. I can also do something like this, my age. So I have here two words represent one variable. Some developer use this style, my underscore age. So this again one word, my underscore and then age, but we prefer to use this style. Let us look at these three lines again. Although we can do the same outputs in one statement, I have it here in three statements in order to show the difference between the method print and print line. The method here in the first statement, we send the string I am a to the method print. The method print will go to display this string on the screen, and the cursor will stay in the same line. Then when we try to print a value of the variable age, going to be printed in the same line. And since I'm using the method print, the value of the age will be printed and the cursor will stay in the same line. Then I have here the last statement. I'm sending this string to be printed in the same line, and after finished printing this string, the cursor will move one line down. In order to check the difference, let me add here or change print to print line, and let us notice the difference now. The output here we see I am at 27, and then the cursor moved one line down, moved after we print the 27. So after we print the value of the variable age, the cursor moved one line down, and then this statement execute in the new line as we have it here. So again, let us add or let us change this to print line. In this case, what we expect is each of these values going to be printed in a single line. When we run again, you see that here this is what we have expected. I am a in one line, then because we have print line, the cursor move one line down. Then when we execute the second print line, we have here the value 27 in one single line, and then the cursor move one line down, and then we printed here years old, and the cursor moved one line down. I told you that we can do the same output as we had before using only one statement. So in this case, we need to use the plus operator to tell the compiler I need to do concatenation. So I'm going to print I am a concatenated by the value of the variable age, and use another plus operator to concatenate the other or the third string, years old. I need the compiler to ignore these two lines, so I'm going to convert it as comments. So I highlighted them. I hit Control /, and then the IDE is going to consider these as a comment, will not be executed by the compiler. If we run again here, you can see the same output we had in the program, and we displayed here I am a and then 27 years old using only one print line statement. But in this case here, I added plus operator, tell the compiler I need to join what we have in the variable age at the end of I am a and then space, and then I need also to join or to concatenate this string to the value of the variable age. Let us look again to this line in our code, int age semicolon. We mentioned that this line defined location in the main memory in order to store values of type integers. So what does it mean? It means that we're going to reserve a location in the main memory of size 4 bytes, and the value of we assign it to this variable, which is 27, or the value that we need to store it on the computer memory will be stored in a size of 4 bytes. We have other types, we have other data types, so let us look at each one of them. we use the variable int, and we said that this data type represents a location in the main memory that of size 4 bytes. Remember, we said that 1 byte is 8 bits. So when we define a variable of type of int or integer, we reserve location in the main memory of size 4 bytes. We assign the variable age by the value 27. But what if we need to assign a value with some fraction, something like 28.5? We cannot assign this number that has decimal digits or decimal points to int. So we have other data type. We can use double data type in order to store values that has decimal points. So if I declare a statement like this, double value semicolon, it reserves in the location in the main memory of size 8 bytes. And in this case, I can assign to this variable or to this location in the memory a value like 25.5 and so on. These are the most common data type we use when we write Java code. However, we have other data type like float. Float also similar to double, take numbers or store numbers of that has some fractions. However, the size of the float is only 4 bytes. We have other data type like byte, and from its name you can guess that it reserves only 1 byte in the location memory, 1 byte on the computer memory. And we have long, similar to int or to integer. However, it reserves location in the computer memory of size 8 bytes. We have also short. I should mention this before mentioning the long, because short reserve only 2 bytes in the computer memory. Okay, so I hope that you find this video informative. Now you must read the PowerPoint slide of Unit 3 from slide number 24 to slide number 51. Thank you.